I'm Alexa Von Strolly from Tooksies, and today is National Taco Day. I am craving oxtail tacos, so follow along. So we're gonna lather it up, and then I'm gonna season with a little of the Maggi all-purpose, and then our hot mother truffle. It's honestly the best way to give your dish a kick, a little spice, and of course flavor with the salt. It has dehydrated scotch bonnet as well as truffle zest. I'm just gonna put pepper. We're gonna cut up some scallion. We're gonna use the white parts of the onion, the scallion. We'll save the green parts after the stew is cooked. So we're just prepping all the ingredients for when we're about to cook it. So I've just seasoned it up with the Maggi, our hot mother truffle, and black pepper with a little oil. And then I'm gonna get some oyster sauce on there. Just massage it in. Now I'm adding the oyster sauce. This is gonna help and give it some color when we're searing it, as well as add to the flavor. All right, so I will leave that to marinate, and we're gonna just prep up the rest of our ingredients. I leave it about half an hour. If it's longer, I would marinate it in the fridge. You can do it an hour, 4 hours in the fridge. Just make sure it's covered. So I have 5 cloves of garlic. So right now I am mincing the garlic. You can also do the garlic and the scallion, honestly, in a food processor. If you, like my brothers hate onions and garlic, so whenever I do anything for them, I have to mince it out. So now we're gonna sear off our oxtail. We're gonna sear it in batches, kind of brown we're looking for. The pressure cooker we used to sear off the meat, we're gonna add some onion, half a head, scallion, thyme, and a whole scotch bonnet. Add back the oxtail with all of the juice that came off. This is the water in the bowl that we had marinated the oxtail in.
How much water did you add?
6 cups of water, until the meat is covered. Now hot mother truffle, it has scotch bonnet, truffle zest, and kosher salt.
So
we're gonna add a little oyster sauce. This is my aunt's, her secret ingredient for her oxtail, Auntie Kerry. Important to taste now, because you want it to be pressuring with flavor. You don't want to have to add it after. So we're just gonna taste it. I think that's fine.
Locked?
I don't know. Yeah, it's locked, I guess. That's locked, right? I'm an instant pot girl, you know, so. So the oxtail was pressuring for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. So we just waited for the weight to come down, and we opened it up, and this is the oxtail. Falling off the bone, I can't even grab one with a bone. So we're just gonna put it into a bowl, and then we're gonna shred the meat. We're gonna save the gravy, because remember this is an Oxtail Birria Taco. So we're gonna dip the taco shells into the gravy and sear it with some mozzarella cheese. Be delicious. Look, I'm telling you, time will get up the oxtail. It smells divine.
Until it's in the mouth, so nice.
So I have another bowl here that I'm going to put the shredded meat in. So I don't want the tacos to be like full of fat. So these excess fatty pieces I'm not going to use. I don't know if I'm just hungry, but it sounds good. Maybe after you shred off all of this, you just go on and suck on the bone. My favorite part. Can't eat oxtail without sucking bone. Like I said, a little fat is good, but we don't want to have more fat than meat in our tacos. We have the oxtail that we shredded. Yummy, yummy. We're gonna add a little bit of our hot truff. I'm gonna take some of the broth off of the oxtail. And we're gonna mix it in. You can smell the scotch bonnet as soon as that hot broth touches the sauce. So normally the birria tacos, it would have like chipotles in adobo and dried chilies. Well, we're Jamaican and it's oxtail, so we're doing scotch bonnet. Here we have the consommé. So we're just gonna dip the taco in like that. Then we're going to grate on cheese. I'm gonna do it all over. I love Anka cheese. Anka cheese is superior. I could eat the whole block. So if you don't share my love of cheese, use less or use more. It's like a mound. Okay. And then we're gonna take some of our oxtail with, remember we had the hot truff. We're gonna just fill half of the taco. I can smell the hot truff. And then we're gonna fold it over. Just like that. We're just gonna assemble up the rest and then we're gonna pan fry them. It's like when you're having soup and you want to dip the bread in there. It's like what this taco is gonna taste like. We're gonna fry it up. Remember the oxtail is already cooked. We just want to melt the cheese and get the tortilla nice and crispy so that when we dunk it into the gravy, we have that balance of textures. So after it's seared, we just do a little more cheese on the outside. So it has that nice crunchy. You know when your cheese seep out of your omelette and it, you know, get nice and crunchy. That's what we want to recreate. Can you tell I'm excited? I'm excited. So look at the cheese crust. Come on, look. Then we're just gonna dunk it in the gravy. Yeah. I taste the marrow from the oxtail. I taste a little kick of the hot truff. Not too overpowering. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like truffle, I don't want to try it. It's really not overpowering. It just has a little kick in the back. And of course, you know, I killed it with Anka cheese, so I'm having the Anka cheese. Nice crispy shell, especially because of the cheese on the outside. And you know, the oxtail gravy. I mean, I drizzle it all over my rice and peas, so why not dunk my taco in there? Excellent.